What's up guys, Noob Master here. Well, exciting. The Almera build is done, but there's some key factors of the build that I didn't record, mainly because as we were building and assembling and doing what we're supposed to do, doing it right, certain people will just come, people that know me, and will just come and just like see, observe, and we'll chat, and so then you start working less and then chatting more, and then it starts getting darker or later, and then you start working obviously faster, and then you film less. So unfortunately, like the demo, I also forgot to actually do the demo as well, but at any time I can actually ask the gent to come through and then I can actually have a demo. But from what we've done so far on the 6th, very impressed, very impressed. And the funny thing is, or the nice thing is, okay, this is his first ever sound in his car, so I actually just upgraded him with the 6th. So him being obviously a Uber driver, and that he went to the other Uber drivers, when he opens the boot, no one has seen something like that. They don't even know what it is, and then when it plays, they're like, whoa, that look, that what's happening here, and I mean all this coming out of a 4-channel, not a monoblock. It's not a monoblock, it's a 4-channel, 8-inch in a 6th order bandpass parallel, not the series, a parallel one. It just does wonders. It just does wonders. I mean, there's sometimes when he would actually call me and just say, "Hey, my brother, I've had this client, and this happened where the guys were like amazed by the sound," and that's what I like. I like that more than anything. This whole SPL crowd and this, with all arrogance, and they actually forget the smaller things of actually putting that smile on a person's face. That's all that really matters. Obviously, if the person wants big, okay, give it to him, I'll give it to him. But when that bass and that song hits and everything plays in harmony, that smile is, it's something unique. It's something unique. But sorry guys, obviously there'll be no demo and of the thing playing, but I've done all the necessary basics, feeding the wire through, the power cables. I did 2 grounds. I'm sure I did that video with that. I did 2 grounds. Testing also, used the rear speakers as the signal to the amp. Fused, very important. I fused. I done all the necessary basics in this build. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Peace out. Today is a day that we install the sub and the amp in the final part of the Almera build. So as you can see now, this is the box. I painted it with a fine textured white, so it gives off that rough feel. It's also good for scratches and all that. You get medium and you get like, I think heavy or something like that. So this is the light one. Okay, so the port painted red is obviously for your lows, and then the one painted black is for the highs. So then obviously I engraved it there, and then as I go up you'll see the lion, I basically stenciled, spray painted it. This was the first time I did that. A little bit of a noob moment for me. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the black paint did spread a little bit, so it's just something that I always have to practice and improve on that, and then I can be somewhat of a master on that. But yes, the box is looking nice, the box is looking good. Oh, can't wait to finish this because I also have to clean up. Yeah. Ah man, hey, it was something else, but yeah, looking good, looking good. As you can see there, the two ports. That's it, guys. Now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be waiting, and then it'll be time for the install. Okay, now this is my little mini amp rack. Nothing too fancy, just simple positive and negative distribution blocks. And then I had to make a MacGyver move there because I was actually running out of, well, I actually ran out of what's the name, terminals. So what I did is I just strip the wire bare and then just push it in. And then as you can see, I'll just try and zoom in here. I'll just get closer to this thing here. As you can see there, I've got two washers on top of each other. A big washer to really hold the wire down, along with a smaller washer for the nut on top. So when I fasten it down, it basically fastens everything down. It torques everything down. Same thing on this side here. And then as you can see on here, I'm going to be using this is the, obviously, depending on the positive negative, obviously this will be the ground, and then that will be this one here will be the power. I am thinking of using maybe 2 grounds for this here to get the best and most sufficient ground that I can to the amp. So I'll see with that. But yeah, it's quite simple in it. And then here I used it's like sponge tape just to wrap around it, you know. But yeah, okay, so far so good. So now it's just waiting for the install. Okay, right now it's assembly of the Almera bolt, the final piece of the puzzle. Okay, so this is just to eye out and see how it'll fit. So far looking quite good. As I stated, this is a 2018 Nissan Almera, or in other countries they'll call it a Versa, but here in our country in South Africa they call it a Nissan Almera. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna be doing the trunk over here underneath, dynamating the trunk, so cleaning up, dynamating. The front I'll be then connecting the power cable. I'm gonna have to drill a hole through the firewall because I can see there's no space there, and then feed the power cable from the back, or from the front to all the way to the back. And I think that's about it. And then obviously using the grounds points. What I'm gonna do is on this one I'm gonna use 2 ground points. I'll decide first depending on how I test the ground. But I'm thinking of using 2 ground points on this one here. Yeah, okay, so let's get started. Okay, now this is the back. We've cleaned up a little bit here. The plug thingy there unfortunately is not there. The car came from panel beaters, and you know these days people, the way they work is something else. But yeah, that's how it is. So I'm gonna take the seat belt bolt. Already took it out there from the side there. That will be my 1 ground post. The other ground post will be somewhere over there. I must test it though, which is the next step I'm gonna do now. Let me just go here to this side here. Okay, here's the bolt for the seat belt. So we're already cleaned here. So I'm gonna use a wire brush, and I'm gonna take a piece of wire from here to the negative to actually test and see the resistance. So you want the resistance to be as close as possible to 0. That's your best ground ever. You can't compete with that. So I know guys will just normally, some of the installers will just find a spot and screw, obviously not near a tank, but they'll just screw in and then they'll just fasten it, and then that's it. That's your ground. But if you do it properly, that's how you do it. Even that other side I'm going to do the same. Okay, right now I'm gonna connect to the ground wire. So as you can see here, I just scrape off a little bit of paint here just to see if I'll get the reading. When I probe, as you can see there, I've got a voltmeter there, and then it's connected to this wire. The wire is connected to the negative post. So as you can see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and zoom out a little bit. So when I touch that, that's solid paint. Okay, let me just do that. That's paint. As you can see, no reading, right? But the minute where I scraped, I touch. As you can see, I just have to hold it there. Okay, just wait. There we go. Sorry. Okay, the minute I touch it there, it's just now I must get a solid reading now. Okay, there's it there. 0.19. So I'm getting a solid reading, but over here it's dead. Like you see, I'm touching it again there. It's dead. There I'm getting a reading. Okay, so I'm gonna scrape off more of that so it's more bare metal. So then what will happen is when I connect the post at the bottom, it'll be the bottom plus the bolt, giving it as much power as possible. So sometimes installers, for the most part, I don't even see the step being done, the testing of the ground. I'll be testing the other ground point as well, the same way that I'm doing now. So we'll see right now how it's gonna be. Okay, so there we go. That's my 2 points. That's the one. And then the other one is there by the safety belt. So those will be my 2 ground points. And then I obviously put in the dynamite, or you can say the anti-rattle or sound deadening, that's the other term, on this end, the middle, that other end there. As you can see, there's the JBL speaker box, and then just there, just a little bit for now. Obviously next time it will be done properly, because I only had 1 sheet, so I had to just decide which is the key points. So now from now onwards it's going to be the power cable and then the feeding of the speaker wires from the back. Okay, right now I've got the wire that for your positive and negative that are spliced. Let me just show you here. Don't know if you can see it there. Let me just go closer. Okay, so I'm gonna basically tape this up now and solder it and just tape it up and then make it look neat and that, and then run it down to the back. But the white is positive, the red is negative. And I've got to say a big thank you for the guys online on forums and that, because I got this information off of a forum. Somebody else asked a question about this, and then I got information on this, and it's very much accurate. It is what it is. So I saw it and then I wired it. Now what I've got here is the speaker, the 6x9, and I reconnected it, and I've got this little device. So what happens is this device will actually tell me if the polarity is right. Then I know when I'm going to wire to the amp, I'm wiring positive to positive and negative to negative. So how it works is I press a button, okay, and then what will happen is I'll get 3 green according to the beeps and then 1 red. That means the polarity is right. And obviously if it's vice versa, 3 red and 1 green, then the polarity is opposite way around. So as I do this here, you'll see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. As you see it there, three of the green and then 1 red. So I know polarity is right, so I'm going to be doing the same test on the other side and then wiring it straight to the amp. So right now it's almost done. Okay, right now on this Almera build, what we are doing now, we took off the backboard panel. To take it off, you have to take off the clips or the panels there on the sides. I've got them on each side here. Don't know if you can see with clamps. And there's a panel there. Okay, just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, there's a panel there. So right now what we are doing now is we are addressing problem issues. Okay, so sorry. So what we did is I played a track there with the lows with the panels off, and it was obviously clean and everything, no rattles or what. So now we know how it's supposed to sound more or less, and now we're just addressing the issues there and that. So we already started on this side here, and now we're gonna come through to this side here now and addressing the back and that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now just gonna test out the radio's voltage output, and then I'm going to set the amp so that it plays well. Okay, we returned the cover thingy-majig here, so I can't show you now how we did that, but I'm gonna do this now and just see the voltage output and then test and just set it. Yeah, and then that's it, then we're done. And then just minor touch-ups there in front, and then we're done.